You are listening to the fucking Bill Show.
All right. Settle down, you bunch of judgmental pricks. This is the Bill Show, and I'm about to tell you the most fucked up thing I ever done. And I once shit myself in front of 8th graders, so that's saying something. So back when Suzanne left me and took the truck, I was real bad off. No money, no beer, no nothing. My cat, Mr. Whiskers, fat orange piece of shit, been with me 9 years. He up and died on the kitchen floor, just laid there stiff as a board, eyes wide open, like he was still mad at me for stepping on his tail last week. I'm sitting there crying into a warm beer when this disabled kid from down the street rolls up in his little wheelchair. Nice kid, maybe 12, cerebral palsy or some shit, always real polite. He sees Mr. Whiskers through the screen door and goes, "Is your cat okay, Mr. Bill?" And I, being the genius I am, saw dollar signs. I told him, "Yeah, buddy, Mr. Whiskers is just real tired. I'll sell him to you for $20. He's a real good cat. Very quiet." Kid's eyes lit up like it was Christmas. He goes, "I always wanted a cat, but my mom says they're too much work." I said, "Nah, man, this one's low maintenance. He don't eat, don't shit, don't move. He's basically a stuffed animal that used to be alive." So I wrapped Mr. Whiskers in an old Offenders t-shirt, stuck him in a shoebox, and handed him over like it was Black Friday. Kid gave me 20 crumpled dollars and just rolled away happier than I ever seen anybody. I felt like $1 million for about 4 hours. Then I took that 20, bought a fat Scuffy and some pills off that sketchy dude behind the gas station. Got so high, I forgot I sold a dead cat to a crippled kid. Woke up the next morning with the worst guilt trip of my life. Kid's mom showed up at my door screaming that her son tried to feed the cat and the cat's head fell off. And she called me every name in the book. Said I was a monster, a sick fuck, Lord, the dog shit. I just stood there in my tidy whities going, "Ma'am, technically I didn't lie. He's a good cat." I told her I'd give her the money back, but I already spent it on drugs. She spat on my porch and left. So yeah, I sold my dead cat to a disabled kid so I could get high. Look, I ain't proud of it. But in my defense, Mr. Whiskers was already dead. It's not like I killed him for drug money. That would be wrong. I just repurposed the corpse like a resourceful American. So I still feel bad sometimes, especially when I see that kid rolling by with the empty shoebox strapped to his wheelchair like a little coffin. He waves at me every time. Poor little bastard thinks I sold him a magic cat that disappeared. Anyway, that's my story. Don't sell dead pets, kids, especially not to disabled children. Sorry, Mr. Whiskers, you deserved better than a shoebox and a Scuffy.
You are listening to the fucking Bill Show.
All right, you bunch of turkey-stuffing, family-loving pricks. This is the Bill Show, and tonight I'm telling you the time I ruined Thanksgiving so bad. My sweet little grandmother dropped dead right at the table. Yeah, I killed Grammy, not on purpose, but close enough. So it was 2019. Suzanne had just left me. I was deep in my Scuffy phase, and my family made the mistake of letting me host Thanksgiving at my trailer. I told them, "Don't worry, I got this." I was high as hell, rolling fat dubers while the turkey was still frozen solid in the sink. By noon, I was already drunk on whiskey and eggnog. I decided the best way to cook the turkey was to deep fry it in a trash can full of vegetable oil. Oil catches fire, flames shoot up to the ceiling, and I'm running around with a fire extinguisher screaming, "I'm a chef, bitches." Smoke everywhere. The smoke alarm is blaring. The dog is barking. And my brother's trying to put the fire out with a blanket while I'm laughing my ass off. Then I start telling stories at the table. I tell everybody how I caught Suzanne riding the mailman. Then I tell my sister her husband, Sussberg's been cheating on her with Aunt Linda. Then I tell my dad I sold his high school ring after I dug him up. Wait, no, that was after he died. Anyway, I'm just spilling every family secret while high as fuck. Grammy sitting there in her little sweater, sweet as pie, 87 years old, holding her pearls. She keeps saying, William, please, it's Thanksgiving. I look at her and go, Grammy, you remember when you caught Grandpa with the neighbor lady in 78? Yeah, I told everybody that story last year. That's when shit hit the fan. She starts clutching her chest. I think she's just being dramatic, so I keep going. And remember when Uncle Terry stole all that money from the church? Yeah, that was me who told the cops it was him. Grammy turns purple. She stands up, points her little finger at me and says, you are a horrible boy. Then just keels over face first into the mashed potatoes. Dead. Right there. Massive heart attack. Killed by my big mouth and a lifetime of me being a piece of shit. The whole family is screaming, crying, trying to do CPR on her while she's face down in gravy. I'm just sitting there. There was a drumstick in my hand going, well, at least she died full. Funeral was 3 days later. Nobody would sit next to me. My own mother called me a murderer in front of everybody. I tried to defend myself at the wake. I said, hey, she was old anyway. Didn't go over well. Long pause, awkward laugh. Yeah, I ruined Thanksgiving so bad my sweet little Grammy had a heart attack and died in a pile of mashed potatoes. Best part? I still ate her plate after they took her away. Waste not, want not. Anybody else ever kill their own grandmother with sheer stupidity and bad decisions on Thanksgiving? Call in. This has been the Bill Show. I'm going to go eat some leftover Thanksgiving stuffing I found in the back of the fridge from 2019. Wish me luck.